Hello, this is the 22nd lecture of Revelation and World History. In chapters 1 and 2 of Revelation and World History, we discussed in detail the first beast, the beast rising from the sea. In chapter 3, we explore the identity of the second beast, the beast with two horns like a lamb, with the number 666. We have found actual historical figures, with the number 666. They are the Korean names of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. We are historically verifying that, not only the numbers of the names match, but also their real identities match the descriptions in the prophecy. Revelation and World History, Chapter 3, Section 4. Are 666 and the Antichrist the same? One of the misunderstandings of those who interpret the book of Revelation is that they equate the person with the number 666 with the Antichrist. So they interpreted this Antichrist as the person who kills 1/3 of humanity. Also, in chapter 13, verse 15, the one who causes all who do not worship him to be killed, and the one who kills 1/3 of humanity, are equated. This is something that must be distinguished from the first beast that came out of the sea. And, when we finish interpreting the rest of the book of Revelation and the prophetic books, we will see the whole picture. If the people corresponding to 666 are Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, the oppression shown in the text refers to his influence within North Korea, the area he rules. Not only did Kim Il-sung purge all his political opponents, he also completely destroyed the North Korean church, which was called the Jerusalem of the East. He destroyed or repurposed all the churches that existed throughout North Korea until the liberation. And anyone who confessed to believing in Jesus was either purged or executed. At least in North Korean society, there was no one who publicly declared that they were Christians. The very few believers who still maintained their faith had no choice but to go underground. In the late 1980s, the Pyongyang Bongsu Church was created as a propaganda tool for the Western world. Those who attend the service are outward Christians. Other than that, there are only underground believers who worship without even a proper Bible. When the World Council of Churches delegation visited in 1985, the North Korean authorities announced that there were 10,000 Christians in North Korea. We referred to the third volume of History of Korean Christianity, published by the Korean Christian History Society. Even if we accept that number as it is, the number of believers in the South Korean Church, which has 10 million members, and the number of believers in the North Korean Church, which has 10,000 members, is only 1,000. During the Japanese colonial period, 2/3 of Christians were in North Korea. The current state of the North Korean Church can only be described as a miserable reality. We referred to Kim Hung-soo's History of the North Korean Church after liberation. The fact that he resembles a lamb indicates that he succeeded in creating a one-man idol. And he earned the title of Comrade Kim Il-sung, the father of all people. Stalin was also once a seminarian. Kim Il-sung also tried to eradicate Christianity, even though he was born into a Christian family. We referred to Kim Hung-soo's History of the North Korean Church after liberation. Killing 1/3 of humanity means that 1/3 of humanity will become communist. And this is accomplished by the beast coming out of the sea, the Soviet Union. 666 is the number of the name of the two-horned beast that comes up from the earth. The sum of the names of the two powerful figures, Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, is 666. This refers to the historical fact that the North Korean church in the country ruled by Kim Il-sung was completely destroyed. In other words, the beings that kill 1/3 of humanity are the Soviet Union and Stalin. And 666 is Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. These two countries are different beings. The process of 1/3 of humanity being communized by the Soviet Union is a history carried out by the beast coming up from the sea. What 666 does is persecute and exterminate Christians within the country he belongs to. And, in the book of Revelation, only the two beasts appear, and the concept of the Antichrist does not actually appear. We have come closer to the identity of the lamb like two-horned beast that appears in Revelation chapter 13. We have finally found the person whose name has the number 666. They are the people who, along with Stalin, strengthened their personal idolization. And they persecuted the church. When the Korean Peninsula was liberated from Japanese colonial rule, 2/3 of the Christians were in North Korea. The person who destroyed the North Korean church, which was called the Jerusalem of the East, was none other than Kim Il-sung. Next time, we will look into the meaning of this name. Please show us your interest and subscribe. This was the Bible History School. Thank you very much.